So this is a new Kalshi market I've been watching, and this is a visualization of one of the brackets that got sent directly to my phone through an AI agent. But it's actually not OpenClaw or Hermes Agent. It's literally just Claude Code using the Max plan and with no API costs. And so in today's video, we're going to show how to get this set up in less than 5 minutes. So quick context of why I care. So I trade these prediction markets specifically on Polymarket and Kalshi. This is the Trump mentioned market from last week, and this is the one from this week. And so a lot of times these will have spikes, and you can't even see them on the graphs, but you'll get price alerts. And I want to see what actually happened. And so a lot of times I will text an AI agent to say, make me a visualization of the data. And this used to work great for OpenClaw and Hermes Agent. But over a week ago, Anthropic actually banned you using your Claude Code Max subscription with OpenClaw. And this all started about 2 weeks ago on April 3rd, where Anthropic announced they were cutting off Claude Code Max subscription access from OpenClaw. And this made a lot of people angry because the API costs way more than using your Max subscription when you're doing a lot of operations with OpenClaw. And so even a lot of people started canceling because they were angry over this. And for me, my whole workflow was gone of using using OpenClaw to create quick scripts for me to use for my prediction market trading. But then I found this Telegram MCP server that is directly from Anthropic as a plugin. And so this was cool because I thought, okay, maybe I can keep part of my workflow by having Claude Code make scripts for me and do visualizations on the fly. And that was the part I was using a lot of the stuff within OpenClaw for anyway. So it's not completely OpenClaw, of course. You have certain things it can do. You can text it from your phone, which is my favorite part of OpenClaw and the AI agents in general. Then you have full file system access from your machine. You can write scripts on the go. You can fetch live data, generate charts, and it's zero API cost because it's directly using your Max plan, and it's an official Anthropic plugin. But it doesn't have everything from OpenClaw, of course. You don't have the memory, you don't have the heartbeat, the soul, all the existing integrations like WhatsApp, Discord, etc. All the skills you can't just immediately add. So the bottom line is you get this core loop, which is you message the agent, you get results directly on your phone, but you lose the ecosystem and the skills. And for most daily tasks, for me, that core loop was actually enough to keep doing what I wanted to do. Okay, so it's actually ridiculously easy to get this set up. This is directly from Claude Code itself. So all you have to do is, first you install bun through this command, then you go and create a new bot through BotFather. So if you haven't done that before, you just go to Telegram, go to this BotFather channel, and then send new bot, and it'll ask you for a name and the bot name. And then all you do is you go to it, and then you also take the credentials that they give you. So they give you a token, and then you go back to Claude Code, you install the plugins through here, and then you reload it, and then you take the token from before, throw it into Claude, and use this Telegram configure command, and then this will allow Claude Code to message you back through Telegram. And then you just relaunch Claude Code using this command right here, and then you message your Telegram bot. It'll give you a code, and then you go back to Claude Code and say, hey, take this and pair this, and then also lock this down so only I can talk to it. And that's what this part does. And then you're done. And then after that, you can literally just message your Claude Code running locally on your computer through Telegram. Okay, so let's do a demo of how it actually works. So for this bracket, for example, let's say I want to see predict because it's down 25 points, and I wanted to see what the price trend was, and I also want to see the volume. So let's go back into our Telegram bot and say, I want to see the volume and trade data plotted for this. Go make me a picture. And then within Claude Code, it's actually going to start working here. And so we'll watch it in real time, but again, you don't have to be near there. It actually looks like it's sending me an emoji, so like I know that it responded. And so let's go back to Telegram, and we're going to allow this so that it can send me this eye emoji. So you don't actually have to do this if you don't want to. You can also just go and approve this, run this with dangerously approve. I'm just not doing that right now, but you can also just approve these things through Telegram, so it's okay as well. So we're gonna watch it here. It looks like it's actually just pulling the data, and then it's probably just gonna like run matplotlib or something to render the data. So we're just going, nope, not on this side. We want to do it on this side. So we want to approve it on this side and then watch it on this side. So this is actually what you'd be doing like if you were running this. So let's go back into Telegram, approve. We're keep approving things. Okay, so now on the Claude Code side, it looks like it has been working through random problems, and now it's actually fetching the market data and building the chart. So on this side, it should eventually get back to me, and we can see the market itself. So it's still working, and on the Claude Code side, I can see why, because they're actually just working through random problems like data fields aren't right, schema's wrong. So this is exactly what we want to have happen, because we want Claude Code to go do all this stuff, and then we just sit here and do something else while just approving permissions through Telegram. Okay, so it looks like it finished. So it actually sent us some other text data too, which is pretty cool. And actually, I really like this visualization. So we can see here which brackets have done what amount of volume. And I actually really like this. And then we can also see as well the activity, which is actually something interesting. I never thought about this before, where the time data, like the hours, people start buying random stuff, probably during the day when Trump is talking. But I actually really like this. And these kind of visualizations are like very useful, because on the fly, you really would like to see some of the data for specific brackets. And you don't even have to be at your computer anymore. You could just control these things through your phone. And again, the reason I also really like this is because it's the same kind of interface as OpenClaw and Hermes Agent and other things, where you could be on the go and you just talk to it through Telegram and get answers back semi-immediately. This is the flow I really like, because I really like using these agents to do work for me on the go, but I also don't like paying thousands of dollars in a month in API costs. And there's definitely other ways you could use OpenClaw right now and Hermes Agent. You could use your GPT Max plan. You could just pay for Opus API directly. But this is just a way of, if you want another strategy of how to get Claude Code to do stuff for you on the fly without having to pay a lot of money in API costs, this is definitely a good potential solution. So that's it for today's video. I want to know if you guys are doing something like this. Do you guys already use this? Do you use something else? Do you use a workaround for OpenClaw and Claude Code? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode.